Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another unboxing. This is for the Mokuru card game. They're little kind of like top things. You'll see when I open the box. This is a card game and some challenges. This is the Kickstarter box. There is also Kickstarter content in here. So I think the base set's just it's less of the actual like objects, like the little toys, I guess is what you might call them, and like less cards. So I don't know if they really separate it. I did get other stuff for the Kickstarter. I got art book, t-shirt, some sleeves, and some other little figures, which I will go over in a second video. I just kind of wanted to do one video focusing on the game itself. Super quick. This is what these are. Mokuru. They had watched them. They were out wood, and then for this one, they made them out of a plastic. They're weighted inside. Just rip one open. Yes, I got the Kickstarter version. I got like the big deluxe version of it, so I got more things. So they're for a game. They'll see if we can zoom out a bit and look at it. And they're weighted, and they're for doing different tricks, which obviously I've never done this, so I'm not good at it. Like bouncing, various other things. Like I know some are you're supposed to like try and flip it one way, and then flip it back over. So obviously don't play me in this game, because obviously I'm super terrible. With each have little characters on each one. Just set them off. There's a little foam tips on the top. I'm guessing so when you hit them on your fingers you don't hurt yourselves. Waiting quite a while for this game. Bunch of challenges getting it out. Nothing of the company's fault. There was, you know, Chinese New Year and then all the other stuff. So other worldwide complications, but it is finally here, so we're going to look over it. This is just a little board to keep track of how well you're doing, and the little miniatures you can put on there to keep track. Trying to get up to the different belt, kind of like karate. Here's our instruction manual. Holy criminy. This is a giant fold out map. This side here shows every single trick, how to do it. Different stuff like that. It's kind of cool. So now it just shows you what the card is, but it explains what you're supposed to do. These card lists on here, some of them have card lists, so it might be you're doing 2 flips. Here's other cards that say how to do that. See if we can look at some of this. So the aim of the game, the Mokuru card game, is an ancient Japanese art that resides in the handling and control of a wooden object, the Mokuru. Only the cleverest and players with the most dexterity can reach the highest belts. Some of them can pretend to reach the ultimate rank of Grandmaster. Simple, be the first player to reach Master belt. So rules, just right here you have different trick cards you can play. There's different levels. I'll hold there for a sec, so if you want to pause it and read it. I'm not going to go over all of that stuff right now. Starts on one end. By knocking slightly in the upper part, there's a rotation, which is called a flip. Must be able to stop in the standing variation. So that's... I am apparently... I am not good enough to get it to go once. It always wants to go 1.5 or not quite there. Here I thought this game would be like, oh, this would be a really fun, easy game to do. I was apparently wrong. This is a lot more difficult than I thought. There are also action cards. Do different things. You're playing against other players. Oh. And it bounced all over the floor. Set up of the game. Yeah, I'm kind of bouncing around in the rules here. Various modes of difficulty. Easy. Normal. So easy, you can use your entire hand to start and stop it. So normal, you can only use 2 fingers. Hard mode, you can only use 1 finger. And you get 3 tries. And expert or extreme mode, you get 1 finger and 3 tricks, or 1 try. And we'll see why having less fingers and stuff makes it even harder when we get into the cards. I don't know how to refold that. Alright. That's the box. We'll toss that. And we'll look at all the other little cool things we got. I'm going to zoom in a bit. So, basically what I did was I ordered the, Ultimate Pledge, and I got different colored ones. So there's a blue one, there's the purple one. They all work exactly the same. There's no difference in color. I think the regular base game only has 2 of them. Do I need to have, all these different ones in colors? Not really. But if I have a bunch of people over to play, each person can have their own different one. You don't have to keep handing them back and forth. Each character does have a name as well. I don't know what any of them are off the top of my head. And there's the green one. And then I got this. Some of these are Kickstarter exclusives. I don't know if they're going to release all these different ones as different sets or colors, but this is just a dual one. There's like the newbie and the grandmaster. Yeah, so they might release might be able to buy them separate, each color separate, or a set of them. And I got a little baby one here, which is kind of. This one's actually made of wood, versus these ones have a plastic. So this is more like a traditional one, but it works the same way. And I'm still terrible at it. So that's kind of a trickier one to do. And the last thing I got in here are these little. I'm not going to sit here and unwrap all these right now. But they're the little characters. They're solid. And they go for each different color. Except I got a little white one. These are your turn markers. I think the base game you just got little colored tokens or chits. But I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have a little 3D token to show which character you are. And then I got one to match each color. Alright. Let me just shove all of those to the side for the moment. And let's look at the cards. So there's a couple that said Kickstarter on them right away. I just set them aside. I'll go through them when I go through all the other Kickstarter components. We should try and look at the base game. I'm hoping all of these are in the full base game. I don't know if there was different levels or not. So if some of these aren't in the game when you buy them, I apologize. So we just have, like, this is a battle card. So it's just 2 flips. So they want you to have this. It needs to go 1, 2, and then stop. So let's see if I can do this. So now if I'm playing super easy mode, I'm allowed to stop it with my hand like that. Hooray, I did it. If I was playing expert mode or hard mode, I have 1 finger, and that's it. I might be able to use 1 finger to stop it too. I'm not sure. I have to actually read the rules. So we have 2 flips, 2 flips. That's the back of the cards. They have special immunity cards, so you can't play some of these on people. Darkness. Change for the mini Mokuru. So this must be part of the Kickstarter stuff too, because I don't think you get that in the regular one. These are kind of like bad cards you can play on people. I don't remember what all of them do. I'd have to look them all up. We'll just flip through these guys quick. So here we have mastering. So these are the super hard ones. 5 flips. 5 flips and then back 5. 2 blind flips. And he shows them blindfolded. That's kind of neat. Blind flips back. Alright, now this one's... Excuse me. These are ones that are kind of crazy. You have to do a square. So it has to this way, that way, back this way, then back that way. So it has to make a square. And this one you have to do it with your left hand and then your right hand. Or you have to do 2 at the same time. That might be the next. I will never be that good. Here's a double triangle. Or triangle and then go back. Triangle and hold. So flip, flip, and then on the third one, catch it. Five flips back and hold. So I'm starting with all the hard ones. So as we go through, you'll be like, oh, these are getting a lot easier. Twin flip, do them both at the same time, next to each other. Oh, keepers. This is a master duel. I'm not sure exactly what that, unless it's just duel because there's 2 of them. Twin flips back. 3 twin flips back. Now we're getting to some of the basics. So easy cards, just a flip. Another flip. Probably a bunch of the basics are all the same. Double flips. Triple flips. 4 flips. A flip back. 2 flips back. 3 flips back. 4 flips back. Do a triangle. Do another triangle. We have the blind flip. Blind flip. Flip and hold. Oh, this is advanced, but that's my kind of advanced. Just getting to hold it. Flip and hold. 2 flips and hold. I say that, but also to hold it means you probably have to get it to like bounce enough that it'll actually get in the air. 3 flips and hold. 4 flips and hold. Flip back and hold. 2 flips back and hold. 3 flips back and hold. 4 flips back and hold. You can see lots of the same thing. Oh my gosh, what is this? Advanced duel card. These are probably ones you play on each other. I'm just checking the rules quick to see what it says about. The player reaches black belt, they do a master card. Action cards are mixed in with trick cards, and you play a trick card. Sometimes they will draw an action. Applies effect immediately. Keep drawing new cards. Trying to see what it said. Actual rules of what dual cards are here. Excuse me. Challenges, advanced, basic, duel. When a player draws a duel, which is a basic card like this kind, but says duel. It's probably in this pile somewhere. We'll get to it. He challenges a player of his choice to run a trick. He draws the next trick card and launches the duel. The cards and other action are immediately discarded. So that's just duel cards. Okay, I'm reading. That's why I'm confused. Alright, I figured this out. So I was reading duel as in duel meaning two versus duel with an E meaning to battle. Alright, there we go. That's where I was. My brain's not working. I don't even know how you do this. Flip and kiss. That is some next level craziness. 2 flips. I think I bought a game that I'm not going to be able to play. But it'll be fine. Mess around with some friends for a while. 4 flips and a kiss. I mean, like, you're flipping it and it has to... I don't know how that works. I'm going to go find some videos on this. 2 flips and back. That's right, I was flipping back. There's 2 flips back and kiss. 3 flips. 4 flips. A square. You've seen that in the master ones. Double square and then a triangle. So I guess it's probably one with one hand, one with the other. Or it's a double triangle. I mean, that could be hard for some people. Like, triangle might be easy, but to do it with your non-dominant hand. 4 flips. These are battle cards. So I wonder if it's just to have people compete. I couldn't see anything in the instructions that mentioned battle cards. Alright here. 2 flip battle. The opponent that draws a card chooses the opponent. The 2 players will play at the same time and the quickest wins. Okay, so it's a quickness for the battles. So normally you might just draw one you have to play yourself. You can draw cards to force other players to do one. Battle cards, you have to compete against someone. Square, 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 and back. I like how it's the same difficulty when it's a harder move. Challenges. Achieve rotation of the Mokuru in a... Okay, flip and hold. Achieve 1 rotation of the Mokuru in a straight line and stop it on the back of your hand 3 times in a row. So you have to flip it and catch it on your hand, but it has to be on the back of your hand. And if you're only using one hand, you have to flip it quick with one hand, like hit it and then get your hand underneath it. I'm guessing you're not supposed to use your second hand. So flip and catch. That one you catch it in your palm. Probably a little bit easier, maybe. Marathon. Oh, that's neat. 2 players. So one player flips it, and then the next one flips it, and then the third one flips it. How many players are doing it? Crossroads. So flip with one hand, stop it, flip it with the other one back. Do it multiple times. Okay. Alright, here's the duel cards. Positive boost. I'm actually going to read what some of these do now that I see how the instructions are. Choose a player that will win immediately 1 belt on the belt board, except someone in the black who would win the game. Discard this card and draw any trick card. So basically you can give someone a free win. So that's interesting. Give a trick. You can give a trick card you just picked to the player of your choice. This player must do this trick at his turn instead of drawing a card. If you are knocked on the black belt, you can't give your trick to a player on it. If you're on the black belt, you can give your master trick only to another player also on the black part. Discard drawing a card. Okay, so if you have one that's like, oh, I don't know how to do that, or I'm bad at it, you can give it to someone else, or if you know they're bad at it, screw them up. And the last two here, I have steal a trick. You can steal a trick that another player just picked. You'll have to do this trick at your turn instead of picking a new card. If you're on black belt, you can only do black belt. If that player loses this trick, pick a new trick and play like normal. Okay, that's... Since I went through them, I want to go through these ones at the front that I skipped over. So we have belt steal. Steal a belt to another player. This one will lose one belt on the board. You win one belt on the board. If you're on the black belt, you stay on the black belt. So basically, you can take someone's spot. The Doom. Some say play and some say keep. Play a trick card. If you pick a battle card, discard. If you succeed the trick, only one try, you send it to the player of your choice back to the white belt on the board. You are not moving on the belt board. If you fail or the target player plays an immediate card, you go back to the white board. Okay, so that's interesting. So basically you can try a trick. If you win it, you just send someone back to the beginning. But if you lose, you go back to the beginning. Or if they block it. So it's risky. Negative boost. Choose a player that will immediately lose one belt on the board. You can choose someone on the black belt, of course. So opposite of the positive. You can knock someone down a spot. Swap, change places with another player on the board. Except someone on the black belt. Mini Mokuru. From now on, for one turn, all players will perform tricks or master tricks with the small Mokuru. So it must come in the base set if they're putting it in the instructions. Except for someone on the black belt. So if you're doing a master trick, you wouldn't. No, wait, I'm sorry, I missed the wrong one. For flip and kiss trick, it's the small Mokuru that must be launched with a regular one. Oh, dude, that's even scarier. Darkness. The player draws the card as possessed by an evil spirit. He chooses a deck. In the deck, a unique challenge he'll impose on other players. Of course, it will mix the deck then. The spirit immediately leaves the possessed player and makes his advance from one belt. All other players after must perform the imposed challenge. Basically, you play it. You get one space on the board and everyone else has to try a trick. Then immunity. Draws an immunity, he keeps it, plays it whenever he wants. This card is played, it is discarded. Can be played to refuse a duel in the case that nobody is moving, and this is... Okay, it can also be played to win a challenge, except a master challenge. The player may try a challenge and decide after 3 failures to use his immunity card. It can also be used to counteract effects of other action cards. So basically stop anything. Alright, I just wanted to go over those couple there. Now that I've went through the cards, just a little review on how the game starts. Players' belts. The belt board is placed between players. Everyone places a pawn on the start square. Trick cards are mixed together and arranged in a single pile face down. Tricks are composed of tricks and action cards. And then you get the master tricks later. And there's all your different ones. Blackboard. Alright. Basically, you just challenge each other. If you succeeded a trick, you move a spot. The objective of the game is to pick tricks and make them successfully progressing on the board. When it is his turn, a player draws a trick card, the blue background. He has 3 tries to achieve it on the chosen difficulty. If he succeeds in performing the challenge, If he succeeds performing the challenge, he progresses on the bell board in his next player's turn. If he fails, he remains in place in his next player's turn. Alright, so that seems simple enough. Alright, I'm just going to look at the last 3 Kickstarter cards, and then I'll go over the other stuff in another video, but just that way all the cards together. So we have the extreme challenges. Flipping 3 of them forward and back. That is extreme. Crossover. I'm not sure why. Start and stop, start and stop. Unless they want you to, like, do one with one hand and then switch to the other. I'm not sure. Lightning. Oh, that's a new one. That's cool. So it's forward and back. It looks like you want to hit different spots, so you can't just go straight forward and straight back. Then we have the 5 fingers. Start with your thumb, flip it 1 spot to each finger. That is extreme. That is crazy. Did I miss any here? I missed one. Looks like I have 5 Kickstarter cards. And the flip, hold, and then stand. But it looks like you're flipping it to the back of your hand. So you gotta flip, land on the back of your hand, and then stand it up. Oh, that's... Alright. Alright, so that was, Mokuru. Little flippy game. Check it out. Should be coming out soon in retail. Look how terribly I failed at that. Okay, check out the other video to see some of the cool other extras from the Kickstarter. See you guys. Bye.